Good morning, good evening, and good night. Welcome back to the Everything Random podcast. I'm here with my friend Randall.
What's up?
We're going to be talking about past life experiences. What else are we going to talk about?
Karmic lifestyles and your thoughts and opinions on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Contracts and whatnot. See what you think.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to be talking about all kinds of crazy stuff today. So stay tuned and like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, thumbs up.
And let's jump into it. So yeah, would you like to start us off?
I mean, let's jump right into karmic life cycles, bro. Like, where do you think you are in it right now?
Man, I definitely feel like I've lived multiple lives. I don't know. I know this one's not my first.
Yeah.
I can feel that. I just always had a feeling about that. I don't think my last life was bad. I don't know. You know, people have like good karma, bad karma from the past lives.
Yeah.
I don't think my past life was too bad, I guess. I mean, this life didn't end up bad, so I mean,
Yeah.
it was pretty decent. I don't know.
But you think that having bad in the previous one would carry over?
Yeah, I feel like if you're a shitty person in your past life, the karma carries over some of it to this next life if you live another one, and you kind of have to pay, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, where do you feel like that sits though with the concept of karmic balance? So like, if you were a shit person, and this new life you get to be like an absolutely positive person, just so that your soul knows both sides of the coin,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess you could look at it that way. I've always just felt like if you were a bad person or a good person in your past life, say if you were good, that now in this life that you're supposed to spread love and joy to others.
Yeah. Oh, I could definitely see the change in perspective, needing to be about spreading rather than taking. Because
Yeah.
it's realistically, if you were being bad, right?
Right.
That's kind of like taking away from the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, something like that, I guess.
I don't know. It's just like, people are bad for like so many different reasons. You know what I mean? Like nature versus nurture, growing up in poverty and criminal areas versus even just being to the countryside. You know what I mean? Like people usually go straight from like the poor, the criminal to like the upper elite, but like there's a lot of medium class out there in between that.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, they've been making this world turn for a long time. And that seems to be like, I don't know, the reason for being bad could just be the abuse at home or whatever. So it's like, how much of the karma can you blame on the person?
True. I also feel like right now in like the world, it's like good against evil.
Yeah.
So I mean, like look at like the music industry. It's all like demonic and demonetized and stuff. I feel like we're getting off context here for a little bit, but I feel like in a way, even in America, it's like it's angels against the demons or something. It's good against evil.
Yeah.
And like evil's in control right now. What's going on of all the media and shit like that.
I had a kid one time at a music festival, and he said, the biggest lie God ever told us, that evil exists.
Interesting.
Yeah. I kind of took it to heart at the moment because I was definitely like in a moment with him, and he was just like, yeah, man, biggest lie he ever told us is that evil ever exists. That we're all just love and different expressions of it. Some expressions aren't very good or very nice, or at least the general public doesn't think they are.
Yeah. You can't really say much in public anymore without someone getting butthurt.
Yeah. We've gotten so soft about, how, and I think it's a dirty flipped coin with that, because with softness obviously comes more love and acceptance and inclusion, but then at the same time, like, you get the radicalness of that concept, and then they start like taking our voice away and stop allowing us to just be people, you know what I mean?
Just look at like Facebook. We can't say what we want on there anymore. You get banned.
Oh, I don't even try. The only reason I have Facebook is just to talk to my parents. See what my family's doing, you know what I mean? Who's having another kid. Happy birthday,
I have it just to promote my music and festivals and shit like that, candle business, other than that. I don't really care about Facebook, man.
And I was always told that like that's the Instagram lamb. Like if you're trying to push product and stuff, like Instagram is where you want to like really spread your love.
Yeah, I mean it's still owned by the same people, so.
Yeah. No, just like the algorithm or whatever is meant more biased to like business owners and whatnot. Like if people who are trying to run a social life on Instagram, that's really not what it's there for.
Yeah.
You want that, go talk on Twitter or
Right.
something.
YouTube.
You know? Yeah. Or it's not Twitter anymore, it's X or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it, right? X?
Yeah.
Elon.
Still says Twitter when you go on it.
Is it?
It's just the logo is an X.
Oh, but it still says Twitter though?
Yeah.
So it's got to be an affiliations thing, right? Like it's branded, but they can't take it away.
So I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. It's X Corp is what it says.
X Corp? Okay, that makes sense. He has a thing for the X. Elon does.
Well, they say if you like take it and mirror it, it's that fucking what's that one sign that's always in shit? I can't think of it. It's like
talking about the compass and the ruler.
Yeah. They say if you mirror it, it's like an exact image of that.
Yeah, which people talk about Illuminati and the Freemasons, where that comes from, and like my grandfather was a Freemason, and back in the day you couldn't even be a Freemason if anybody in your family was ever a slave. So that tells you about the people that were affiliated with that, not necessarily upper elites, but definitely people of importance and like skills that had a calling, and obviously was above being hard labor.
Right.
Even though they were very laborious, they built a lot.
Now people prefer those as the elite.
What does that mean anymore, though?
I feel like it's just a fancy word for the fucking people who control everything.
Right, but I mean,
because you got like the government, and then you got banks and shit above the government that control the actual government. Then you got steps above them, like the Rockefellers and all these big BlackRock and all the families that control that. So it's like, who's really in control? Just those top fucking families, man. Those are the elites, I feel.
And you know that like all the presidents have been related to one king.
Yeah. Besides Donald Trump.
Right. He stepped up the game. He's like, look it. I don't gotta have royal blood to get in here. But he might be a time traveler. We don't know, since his grandfather found all this stuff with Tesla.
I mean, I like to keep possibilities open that we could time travel.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, man.
Are we doing it right now?
Us?
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
We're on this giant ball, this little rock, realistically.
If we are in space and
we're
traveling like they say we are, then yes, we're traveling through time.
Or unless we're just rotating on the back of some turtle with a dome on it.
Listen, man. I can't confirm the Earth is round. I can't confirm it's flat. I've never been up high enough to see.
Right. But do you remember the guy that jumped out of that balloon, though?
Like a long fucking time ago?
No, I think it was just either it was this year or last year.
No.
He took one of those like radar balloons or whatever that they use for the weather and stuff, and he took it all the way up till like he was in a spacesuit up there, because there was no air.
Yeah.
And like you got the view, you know what I mean? And that was live camera feed coming. Huh?
Is it flat?
I mean, you can tell the edges. You can only see the horizon so far, you know what I mean? But it definitely had its edge, But I mean, what does that really mean? Even a flat circle looks round on the edge.
Right. We will truly never know because we don't go up there and see it. I mean, we're not NASA. We don't tell people what it is.
Right. And the questioning of the firmament and stuff is, very biblical.
Yeah. Right.
Separated the sky from the sky,
And separate the waters or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that can go anyway. I mean, either way you say it, it's pretty deep. Like, yeah, you could say we're in a dome and there's a firmament up there. There's nowhere to go, or you could say, yeah, we're this little speck in this huge fucking thing in space, and we're pretty much don't mount to anything because there's billions and billions of more galaxies out there, and we're just a part of it.
Right.
Either way sounds ridiculously crazy to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool to even think that we're a part of something that big. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I used to love fucking like space and stuff in like high school and stuff growing up. I used to watch all kinds of stuff. I was so like intrigued by it, and like now it's like I still like it, but I'm not as interested in it as I used to be. Just because I feel like a lot of what they taught us wasn't true.
Oh yeah, and we're proving it over and over again. The age of enlightenment, the age of the truth.
Yeah.
we're become Pegasus, you know.
Right. So I was one of those people where I just don't trust.
Not Pegasus, Pisces, right? Isn't that we're in the age of knowledge?
I'm not sure.
We took the.
I think we were
next
just
step
in Pisces, just coming out of it. I think.
Oh, so it's Aquarius then, right?
Whatever's next.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's supposed to be the age of truth, though, which, you know, like with the internet and so much. So that's the problem with the internet. How do you filter? You know?
Right. Yeah.
It
Like,
used
how
to-
do you know what's true and what's not? Because there's so much shit on there.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, growing up, going through college and stuff, they always, you know, everybody was .org or .gov, you know what I mean? Then it was legit and you were good to go.
Right.
So it's like.
Now it's .com, .this, .that.
Yeah, well, that, and you know what I mean? Like, what was it? Google one day. A lot of people don't even know about it, but there was like a blackout of every site on the internet because Google accidentally like hit a button, and they have a filter where like if it hits this mark or whatever, then it'll blacklist it. Well, then once you've blacklisted so many different servers, every search goes through one of those servers.
Oh shit! Couldn't handle it.
Well, then it blacked them all out. It blacklisted, like, it shut the internet down for a period of time. Like, that's even crazy to think about. Like, the internet got shut down, so it's like, how do you get fiction from fact anymore?
I mean, could you imagine the internet actually going down today? How many people would freak out because they rely on it and that and GPS alone?
Oh,
Like,
man.
people don't know directions because they're
And
relying
you're
on
talking
GPS.
about chopping a couple of hard lines through the Atlantic. Giant fucking fiber lines, you know what I mean? But
huge.
shit, yeah.
Even Elon Musk, he said that he blocked some of the internet out in the Ukraine and Russia when the war was happening, so they couldn't connect to some of their shit.
Oh, really?
I was like, huh.
I thought he was doing it for, like, he allowed connections through there so they could
I heard he was,
but it could have been the opposite.
I mean, it could be both, honestly,
Right.
blocking this and giving you that.
Yeah.
But I mean, even shit like that, it's just like they can just turn that shit off whenever they want.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, you don't get it today.
What's your Elon thoughts? Is he
I like
is he a
Elon.
hero in the White Knight or?
I don't know if he's a hero, but I think he's trying to do good.
Yeah.
I do like him for what he is. I mean, yeah, he's probably still part of that whole fucking, whatever.
But he's like the black sheep of,
Yeah.
the group. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do some good shit, guys. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, he's made fucking millions, so I mean, at this
Billions.
point, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, at this point, it's just like he's just having fun. I think he's just doing shit.
Man works a lot, from what I hear though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll give him that. Like, I'm a worker, Capricorn.
He's a
what I mean? Like,
workaholic.
we're all about the hustle, so it's like I get it. And that man puts in hours.
Between Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter, man.
Yo, man.
Just go.
And, he was tunneling under
Oh yeah,
LA
the
and
boring
stuff.
thing too. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Opening new factories. He did the Gigaback factory. You know what I mean?
Giga Berlin, Giga Texas.
Yeah, and they said 10 of those things, and you could run the world.
It's crazy.
It's 100 giga factory or something. I forgot. There was a little meme or whatever. Not a meme, but like a little trailer of DiCaprio and Elon talking or whatever. He's like, no, like 10 of these factories, and we could power the world. Or was it 100? It was 100.
Either way, that's a lot.
Either way, you know what I mean? We're talking about 100 buildings and you can power the world. Like, what are we doing wrong now? Something's weird.
He's even talking about taking a little chunk of Texas. I don't know how much it was, so many miles, you could power pretty much the whole U.S. just with that part in Texas with solar panels.
Yeah.
And I was like, so why the fuck aren't we doing that shit?
Right. So you say it's possible, then do it. Then.
Right.
I know you got enough money.
Yeah, make it happen.
I mean, obviously it's got to be profitable, right? Is the problem. You know what I mean?
Just give us free energy. Fuck, give us a goddamn break on something. You motherfuckers are multi-billionaires, trillionaires. You got enough fucking money. What do you need it for?
Oh yeah, I know. Could you imagine trillionaires? Like, they have them in Dubai. Like,
yeah.
There's
princes
definitely
and shit.
Yeah.
They own all the oil and stuff.
They don't talk about their money.
No,
They have
fuck
so
no,
much
they
of it.
don't.
You know what I mean?
Only people that know how much are the people in that family.
And even then, they might not even know. They're just like, I just spent.
You're right. Don't even look.
I just do this.
I fucking wish. I feel like life would be boring though because you could have everything. You could do anything, and then you do everything, and you'd be like, well, what is there to do now?
I mean, like, you got that kind of money, you can save the world.
Yeah, you could
You know what I
save
mean?
the whole world.
Yeah.
Stop all the bullshit. We could all live in peace and harmony.
Feed everybody, and then we can get on a good karmic life cycle. You know what I mean? Stop turning the wheel of debauchery.
Like trillions of dollars, I'd definitely help a lot of people. What the fuck am I gonna use it all
If I had $1 trillion, dude, there everybody be eating.
Even couple billion
Who's getting
dollars.
steaks today? I got vegan steaks too. Let's go.
Fuck, I'm starting my own farm and just doing my own shit. All fruits, vegetables, fucking animals.
There are some people that seem to be buying up a lot of land, thinking about that process, putting in a lot of agriculture.
It's all work.
Except for Gates, he's buying all of the agriculture.
He wants to control it all the food.
He knows he's not going to live forever.
All
right?
the land.
Or is he? Is he a vampire?
He's probably gonna live forever. He'll probably say he dies. He'll go away for a few hundred years and come back as
Like
something
Michael?
new. Yeah, right. He's probably a lizard person by now.
Uh-huh.
He's probably a lizard person by now.
Well, see, so this is my confusion about the lizard people, right? Because supposedly it's about the lizard part of our brain, which is our very primal active, you know what I mean, like sexually related, you know, conquer, you know, want to fight, you know, that's supposed to be part of all of our brains, you know what I mean? So it's like, when they talk about the lizard people, is it just the ones who, you know, they accept that and they bow down to it, they praise it rather than...
I think you have, like, I think it's part of, like, the cult in some way, man. I think you have to join something, do a ritual,
Yeah,
get
drink
on
the
some
Kool-Aid.
blood, yeah.
I do like Kool-Aid.
It's gonna be some fake Kool-Aid, bro. But you might look young forever.
That's not worth it.
Look at Oprah. I mean, she's starting to kind of look old, but she looks young for her age.
Yeah, she's almost 70 or something, right? She's old.
Oprah, who else looks fucking young? Eminem still looks pretty fucking young. He looks like he's 30 or 20 still. I don't think it's really Eminem. He looks way different.
Which one is this? Like The Undertaker. There was like 4 or 5 of them, right?
Yeah. There's even a thing that Dave Chappelle's a clone now.
Oh, man. That's
I almost believe it because I used to like watch his shit all the time. And I'm actually about to make a YouTube video about it and shit. Because, like, if you look at, like, their head structures and shapes, they're, like, completely different. Like, the new Dave Chappelle's head's, like, more, like, flat in the back, and the old Dave's was, like, more, like, oval. And the old Dave was, like, he was more darker, darker skin color than the new one. And obviously, the new guy's fucking big and buff and huge, and his voice went from, like, this to, like, really fucking deep. So, it's, like, what's really going on, man?
Yeah, but, I mean, some of that could have been, like, growth hormones and stuff that he was bulking up. And, you know,
Yeah, I mean, you never know, but he definitely looks way fucking different. Way different.
I don't know, Joe Biden looks different.
I don't think he's even real. I think he's just some random person in the
Sorry,
past.
every time I talk about that.
They're going on Patreon.
Yeah, it's great. I've seen some interesting side-by-sides, like, whoa, that really isn't him, is it?
I don't know what's going on with that. And if it is him, how is he still president? He doesn't even know how to fucking speak a sentence.
Is he president? I mean, like,
obviously,
somebody gave him a piece of paper to sign, and he said, yes.
He's the one that signs everything, but he's not in control.
Does he even sign anything? Like, I bet you, you know, like...
No, he's got a stamp that's already signed. He's like,
they're just
stamp it.
You know? Yes, Joe. That's your signature.
What is this for?
For a new slide for the back room. Woo, for the kids, yay!
Come here, little girl. Don't tell your mommy. Stinky Joe is coming back at him.
Oh, man. Oh, that's way off topic. That's hilarious, though.
Hey.